Hello, welcome to the Coaches and Athletes meeting for the Knecht Cup Regatta on April 12th and 13th, 2025 on the Cooper River in Pennsauken, New Jersey. This year's chief referee will be Ed Fagan. He is a level 3 referee with 21 years of experience living locally in Philadelphia. The deputy chief referee is myself, Jessica McAleer, with 19 years of experience, and I just recently moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. This weekend, we'll be joined by 16 additional referees and our local organizing committee, the Cooper Rowing Club. In this presentation, we'll go over the control commission, the warm-up pattern, the start area, the body of the race, the finish area, the new awards dock, as well as general safety information. Launching. Both mornings will start at 7:30 a.m. If you're launching from the Cuthbert dock beyond the finish line, we recommend launching about 45 minutes prior to your event. If you're launching from the La Scala dock, 25 minutes is generally sufficient. Remember to supply your own bow number, and all bow balls will be checked for sturdiness by an official or volunteer at the dock, and the heel ties will be spot checked. Please limit the number of people in your entourage as you head to the dock. So for an 8 plus coxswain plus 1 coach, that's max 10 people per team. And then when you're ready to leave the dock, rather than shoving, please use your hands and walk the boat down the end of the dock. That's because these docks point straight out, and if you shove the dock, anyone standing on the dock could easily lose their balance. For the warm-up, you're going to stay close to shore. You're going to steer clear of the finish line. There's a pinch point at about 500 meters. And around that pinch point, you're going to continue to stay close to shore, and that'll lead you into a counterclockwise loop in the warm-up area. And then once you have entered your lanes when the previous race is gone, you may continue warming up in your lane. Here is a map of the race course. The Cuthbert parking area is on the far right. The La Scala docks are above, about 1,500 meters. And so when you leave, you're going to follow the north shore, heading to the start on the far left side. And the lanes are numbered 1 through 6, left to right, as you head towards the finish. So in the start area, be attentive. Listen to the start marshals. Start queuing up near the start 8 minutes prior to your race so that you can enter the start area in reverse order. That's bow 6, then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But please don't delay locking on for another crew that is being slow to enter the starting area, because you need to make sure you're locked on at least 2 minutes prior to the start. There will be silent alignment from the shore, and then once it's time to start the race, the starter will determine if it's safe to do so and begin polling the crews. If hands will not be recognized, you should continue to optimize your point as the polling continues. And remember, please use sculling strokes to maintain your point rather than regular strokes that will pull you forward. And then the start command will be with a flag and voice. So here's a close-up of the starting area. You can see the warm-up traffic heading towards the start on the north shore. As they get around that pinch point, continue to follow the shore and then move around the 3 warm-up buoys in a counterclockwise fashion. And you can see the crew on the start line there is demonstrating how to take sculling strokes by passing the oar to the person ahead and having them take short, choppy strokes with the blade close to the hull of the boat. So there are some possible start scenarios that could happen. One is a false start. That's if a crew leaves the line before the starter says go. If that happens, the crews will be called back to the start line, and the crew will be assessed a warning, and then the race will be restarted. Another option is that there might be a failure to start, and that's if a crew just doesn't leave when the starter says go. If the starter sees that there is a crew still on the start line, they will stop the race. All the other crews will return to the start line, and the starter will ask why you didn't leave. And it might be a good reason or it might not be. So a warning might be assessed if it's necessitated, and then the race will be restarted. Third option is breakage, and this is if something legitimately breaks within the first 100 meters. and you must stop rowing and raise your hand within that 100 meters. If we see any crew stopped with their hand in the air within the red buoy area, the following referees and the starter will stop the race. A referee will come over to assess what is broken, and then if possible, we will determine when we can restart the race or reschedule the race. All right, during the body of the race, it's your job to keep your boat and or tips within your buoy line. That's your water. As soon as your blades cross over the buoy line, you're considered to be rowing outside your water, and you forfeit the protection afforded you by the following referees. Referees will only flag you if you're at risk of interfering with another crew or in danger. So if you're behind and you're going into another lane, that's fine. But if you're ahead and you're moving into another crew's water, the referee will flag you to return. As far as the buoys go, the first 100 meters are red, and also the last 250 meters are red. There are large orange buoys every 500 meters. All right, at the finish line, once you've crossed, please steer your boat to the starboard right away after crossing the finish line. That's because there is a long buoy line separating the warm-up crews from the racing crews. We want you to help keep your rowers sitting upright. If we see anyone flopped over, we're going to assume they're in medical distress and speed up to them immediately. If you have an objection, please get your hand up right away to get the attention of the following referee. They will listen to you as you explain what happened and what remedy you're seeking, and then the referee will make a determination. If you disagree with the referee's solution, you can elevate your objection to a formal written protest to the chief judge at the finish line or the chief referee. And please stay in the finish area until the referee shows the flag to all crews indicating that the race is official. On Sunday, we will be having finals, and this year, we have an awards dock, which is very exciting. So first, second, and third will all be going to the awards dock to receive their medals. But first and most important is you follow the traffic pattern to get there safely. So after you finish your race, you're going to turn towards the end of the buoy line to join the upriver traffic from the Cuthbert docks. You're going to go past the finish area, you're going to go past the awards dock, and you're going to pull into a holding area. And then after receiving the medals at the awards dock, when it's safe to do so and at the direction of the dockmaster, you can leave the awards dock, stay wide of the racing crews and warm-up crews, and return to your dock. At the awards dock, second and third place finishers will remain seated in the boat, and the first place crew will be getting out of the boat. So here we have a very nice diagram of exactly what's going to happen. The blue arrows are warm-up crews leaving Cuthbert Dock on their merry way towards the start. You can see the finish marshal in a boat at the buoy line separating the racing crews from the warm-up crews beyond the finish line. You can see the awards dock. You can see a point person on land who will be directing the crews, and you can see 5 large buoys. That is indicating the holding area for the winners. So the crews have raced, and we have these 3 golden crews who are all medalists. They will then proceed around the buoy line in the correct pattern, counterclockwise, around the end, and then past the finish, joining the warm-up crews, and then once they reach the holding area, moving around so that they are lined up with third place first, closest to the awards dock, then second place, and then first place. The person at the point will then tell you when it's time to move to the awards dock, and you will be on the awards dock. Second and third will get their medals while seated. First place crew will get out of the boat and get their awards. And then the dock master on the awards dock will communicate with the finish marshal. If necessary, the finish marshal will hold the warm-up traffic to allow a space for crews from the awards dock to cross the race course and then turn in lane 7, and return to Cuthbert docks. If you're from the La Scala docks, just do a 180 and join the warm-up traffic back to your docks. So it's very important that we all stay coordinated, follow the traffic pattern so that we don't have any head-on collisions. So we will be sure to keep a close eye on everything here. We're very excited to have an awards dock this year. All right, general safety. EMS will be on site during racing. If any of your athletes have an inhaler, please make sure they remember to bring it with them in the boat, that they don't leave it on the trailer or leave it with the coxswain, because if 2C or bow seat needs an inhaler, they need it right away. If there are any other health concerns we should be aware of, please let me know. And remember to dress appropriately for the cold weather. It's going to be in the 40s and 50s, slight wind this weekend, and a chance of showers on Saturday morning. All right, I'm looking forward to a great weekend of racing. Good luck, everyone, and have fun.